Hello and welcome. Welcome to where? Wherever you are. I'm not exactly sure where you are, but wherever you are, you're welcome. Now, what exactly did I do for you? So today I'm going to be showing you how to build my Lego Guardian. My favorite part? Its head turns and it actually shoots. So let's get started. First of all, there are 3 parts to this Guardian. We have the head here. We've got this body, 6 parts around, and we've got these 6 legs that continue around. So the pieces we're going to need for the base can be separated into 3 groups. First of all, we've got the pieces that connect them all. We're just going to need 1 of each of these. Then we've got the leg hubs. Leg hubs is going to be what I'm going to be calling them throughout this video. We're going to need 6 of each of these. So 6 of this round piece, 6 of this round piece, or just 12 of the round pieces. Then 6 of these, and 6 of each of those. And then we're going to need these as decoration for the leg hubs. There's different decorations depending on the leg hub, so we're only going to need 4 of these clip pieces, and 4 of these slope pieces, and 4 of these glowy pieces, though the glowy pieces are not necessary unless you want it to look like it's going to kill you. So then we've got these clips here, which if you don't have enough ball and socket joints to use for the leg hubs, they can just be replaced with one of these and clips can be used instead, but I like the ball and socket. It gives it a bit more motion. We've got these. All 6 of these pieces are only used for decoration on the bottom of it. So if you're not ever going to look at your Guardian's bottom, they aren't actually necessary. So this is the collection of parts we need for the leg. I've got a ball and socket joint here, though you could just use a clip piece to clip into the bar if you don't have that many ball and socket joints. And then I've got hinges, which are used for hinging the Guardian's leg. I've got 4 for 1 leg. Then 2 1x2 plates, 1 clip piece. This is the kind that could be used in place of that. And then we've got 1 T-bar, and then 2 of these little flat clips, and 2 angled plates. We're going to need 6 of each of these, again, so 24 of these hinge pieces all together, and then 12 of these flat pieces all together, 12 of these slopes, 12 of these clips, but only 6 of these, 6 of the ball and sockets, and 6 of the pipes. So the Guardian head is definitely going to be the hardest part of this entire project. So I've separated it into 3 separate sections. We've got the bottom head, the middle head, and the top head. These are the pieces that we're going to need for the bottom head. First of all, I've got these 2 4x4 discs. They're each a plate high. And I've got this 1 4x4 disc, which is a brick high. It also has these holes in the side. I know they do make some without holes, but for the decoration we're going to need the holes. Though if you do not want to add the decoration, you can do it without the holes. And if you do that, then we will not these pink pieces. Then I've got this 2x2 disc here. All these discs and this axle together connect the head of the Guardian with the bottom. They just go straight through it, and this is what allows the Guardian to be able to spin. So next we've got these 4 blue studs. These make the gears that turn as the Guardian's head turns. Then we've got these 2 pink dots and these 2 1x1 gray tiles. Then we're going to need 3 jumpers. These need to be jumpers. The Guardian head design will not work with anything besides jumpers. It's a 1x2 jumper plate, just 1 stud on top, and it can fit 2 on the bottom. Then we've got this one 4x4. This could be replaced by 2 jumper plates, but I had a 4x4 and it's less pieces for me to keep track of. Then I've got this 1x4 tile here, which is also necessary for the Guardian head to look great. Though you could take it out and the Guardian would look a bit shorter and fatter. Then I've got this little spring launcher here. It's just a 1x4 brick with holes in the sides, which let you fit this spring in. This spring piece is going to be the eye of the Guardian, and also what shoots. So the next step of the head is the middle head. Basically, it just sits on top of the bottom head and drapes over the sides to kind of decorate it. So, well, basically what we need is one of these pieces. It's an octagon pole piece. That's what I like to call them. And then we've got a bunch of decoration that hang off the side. You can do any kind of mix and match of these, but this is the ones I like. We need these 3 pieces for the grill that hangs off the side. And you can actually replace this with a pink piece for a pink little glow through the brick. Then we've got these clips, and these grills and pink pieces for the pink decoration. These grill pieces will need to have these clips that go up and down, not side to side. But these ones can use any type of clip they want, either this one or this one. So the last section is the top head. It's pretty simple. It just makes up the crown that makes your Guardian a recognizable Guardian. We've got a 2x2 flat circular tile here. and two 2x2 plates. We've got another octagon piece, 4 of these 1x1 clips with the clip on the top, and these little pull things. These are going to be little loopies on the sides of the guardian's head. So let's begin the construction of our guardian. I'm going to start with this base, so that way we can add everything onto it as we go. First of all, we need one of these triangles, and we're going to grab this little 6x6 pip disc. We can stick it right on. One important thing, make sure the axles line up. So I need to twist this 90 degrees. There we go, that should line up. Now that we have that, we can build the bottom of the guardian. We can take our 3 little pull pieces and attach them, going one direction, it doesn't matter which, around the guardian. And we can take our 3 little clip pieces and attach them onto the ends of those, and this will make a little detailing on the bottom of the guardian. Last, we have another one of these 3 pieces, and we are going to want to put this right here, but we're going to want to wait until after we've made some other pieces, because it'll be easier to build after we have done some others. So let's build the leg hubs of our guardian. First off, we need to take this little 2x3 plate with the hole in the end. This is going to be what makes your guardian 6-sided. Then we can take our little clip or ball and socket joint, whichever you chose to use, put it right on the end, sticking straight out. Then we can grab our 1x4 plate, put that right on top in the center. This gives it kind of wings. Then we can grab our little hubcap wheel part and stick it right over that, so you've got the 1x4 plate sticking out the sides and the little ball and socket sticking out the front. This is where the leg's going to come out. Then we can take our little slope brick, put it right on top, and our 2 little round poles, and put them on the bottom. We should also have a 2x2 plate, and this one's pretty much optional. It just goes on the bottom there, and it makes everything line up. So now that we've got our base and our legs hubs built, we can start putting them all together. So we've got this piece here, which we built as part of the base, and I'm going to take 3 leg hubs. I did have these pieces, I've got 2 of them in gray, but I didn't have enough to make the entire guardian, so I'm using 4 black ones. I found black are a bit more common than gray. And you stick them up, right side up, on one on each corner of this little 3 piece. So now that you've attached all 3 of these like I have, what you need to do is take the other triangle piece and attach them on upside down. So you've got this triangle piece with its studs facing down. Then you can take these 2 pieces, slide them one down on top of the other, and squeeze it all together. Then you should have the 6 parts of your guardian. So now we need to give our guardian some legs. First off, we need to start with one of these clip pieces. Then we can take a ball and socket joint and put it on the front, and another one and put it on the back of that one, another one and put it on the front of that one. So that's 3 ball and socket joints so far out of the 4. Then we need to take this clip piece, put it on right there, and then we can add the back row of this leg. First off, I've got another hinge right here. And then I've got these 2 1x2 plates. So we've got 2 hinges on this one, because it's the one that has to hold the most weight as the guardian walks. And only 1 hinge on this one, because I found that they don't actually need second hinges, though it would be easy to attach a second hinge on this one right here. I'm not exactly sure how you would attach a second hinge on this middle one, though, and not make the leg wider. So then what we have to do is attach this little foot right at the bottom here with 1 toe. And then the toes are basically just a clip with a slant plate on top. Pretty easy, and each foot only has 2 toes. Though I guess they do have more in the game. So now that we've built our base and our legs, all we need to do is just snap all the legs on. They should attach 1 per hub straight in the center. So you may remember there's actually 12 pieces that I told you to grab in the pieces for the garden that we have not used yet. First of all, we've got these clips, and we've got these slant plates, and we've got all these pink pieces. I have been using them for decorations for the legs of my guardians, actually just around the leg hubs. So I take one of these and attach a pink stud onto the side. And I take another one and attach a pink stud onto the opposite side, one on the right, one on the left. And I do these for all of these pieces. So we've got 2 sets of these, and we've got all these slants. So now that we've finished building and decorating the base of our guardian, it is looking truly menacing, except for the fact that it is still missing a head. Let's go ahead and build it one. So let's build the bottom half of the head. First of all, we're going to want to take one of these discs and all of our little blue studs. And we're going to start by putting blue stud in between each of these studs on the 4 points of the compass around this little disc. Once we have that, then we can put them each on these parts on the sides. So now that we've got our 9 blue studs in a 3x3 square around this 4x4 disc, we can take our axle and stick it right through this hole. This is the part that makes this top head be able to move. Then we can take our other 4x4 disc and clamp it right on top. This should mean that the axle is basically stuck in there. So then, to finish off the joint of the turret, we can take this little 2x2 disc, slide it all the way down with the studs pointing up the other direction from these other ones, and then we'll twist against them. And we can take our little brick piece here, the 4x4 brick disc, and put a stud on each side. This is going to put a bit more glowiness into the base of our Guardian, and put it right on top of this little disc so they stick together. And that is the neck joint of our robot. So now that we have the neck joint of our robot, we can take these little plates and start with the 2x2 one in the center, then put one jumper plate on each side. This can hold up our spring shooter. Then we're going to need a 1x4 plate right across, then our little spring launcher, and our third jumper plate, put it right on top in the middle, and then these two on either end of this little spring launcher. Now at this point you can put in the little spring launcher weapon, but I don't like to do that yet because it just likes to shoot out everywhere. So the middle head is considerably easier than the bottom head. We just need to make 6 decorations and attach them to our little ring. So there's this kind, which basically just take a clip, put this little girl on top, and this little piece underneath. Pretty easy. The other one, which is you take this clip, put different girl on top, and a different piece underneath. But you can put a clear pink piece on the underneath. So the last part about building the middle head is basically just attaching all our decorations to the clip. Basically just put one on each spot except for 2 opposite sides, which we leave open for our little spring launcher. Once we've done that, we can move on to the top head. So the top head is definitely the easiest part of the Guardian. All we need is this little octagon plate, and we can take 2 circles and put it on the top, one on the top and one on the bottom. From there we can take a little 2x2 disc and put it on the front. Then we bring in our little collection of clips. We've got 4 of these little clippy parts. We put one on each side. Make sure they go in between the studs, not on the stud lines. So if you can see these little triangles here, make sure they do not go on top of those, but they go in between each of them. One on each side. Then, to finish off the Guardian's loops, we just put 3 of these clips on, one on each of the sides and one on the back. Then, we are ready to assemble our Guardian. To finish assembling our Guardian, we just need to put all the parts together. So first off, let's grab our bottom head and our middle head. When we have got our middle head, we can just align it up so you've got this little middle hole in with the jumper right there. Then, you can fold each of these little decorations down till they fit in with the Guardian head. This should make it look approximately like a Guardian's head. Then all you need to do is put the crown on with one loop to the back and one without a loop to either of these spring parts. The one without the loop is going to be the front of the Guardian. So to finish building our Guardian, all we have to do is take our base right here and put our head in it. I've got these 2 pink studs on the side, and I like them poking out to the side, though that may not be possible depending on how your bottom little axle pieces are oriented. Then, as the finishing touch, you can just insert the eyeball. And then your Guardian is complete. Hello, thanks for watching. If you have any ideas on what I should do next or any comments about my video, please let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time.